Offset bearing explanation. All right, so your normal bearings, you're going to have your 2.5 millimeters inside and out. So when you do that, that gets you basically this. All right, so if you want to bring that wheel inward to make more negative offset, well, what you can do is take one of my offset bearings, which are thinner by 0.5 millimeter. If you install that on the inside of the wheel, that now brings the bearing, it sinks it in, okay? So now when you put that wheel on the same axle, it brings the wheel further that way. But because you went further that way, that also leaves more of a gap on this side, so the wheel will fly back and forth. Not so much with the ZS axle, but you have a regular axle, it'll go back and forth. So that's where the shim comes in place, which takes up the space of the bearing on the outside. So now, when you put your nut on here, you have the same spacing you originally have, but you have more negative offset. Now, it goes the other way around too. It's just suppose for some reason you want to go more offset, plus 0.5 actually. You do exactly the opposite. Now, what you'll do is you'll put your shim on the axle like so. You'll put a regular size bearing, 2.5 millimeter, on there. Then you put your wheel on, or either way. You're gonna put your thinner bearing on the outside now. Now you have pushed your wheel outward 0.5 millimeter, but you still get the same gap. So when you put your wheel nut on, it's the same. So now your wheel has gone further out that way.